So I know it's like probably 10 minutes after 11, and most of y'all are probably asleep, and y'all won't see this till in the morning. I did make it to the gym. I'm just now getting here. I'm about to get on the treadmill and do 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna get on the elliptical and do some more time. But y'all, I really, I really did not want to come to the gym today. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to get out of the bed. I spent most of the day. I spent most of the day crying. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I won't get into details, but just know that I feel like I have good days and then I have bad days. And some days I feel like my whole life is just flipped upside down. No matter what I do, I'm just, I don't know. But I seriously was like, I'm not working out today. I'm not doing nothing. Like, I almost like ruined the 30 days. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't. Then my phone wouldn't charge. Um, so I had to get a new charger and let the phone charge up. It's only like on 40% now. It's it's eventually I'll get to a point to where I can talk about things in more detail. Right now I'm really struggling. It's like every time I get over one situation and something else happens, and it's hard. So I'm here now. I got about 40 minutes to get 30-minute workout in. Well, 50 minutes to get a 30-minute workout in. So I barely made it, but I made it. I just don't need to disappoint myself with this. Like, but it's been a rough day. It's hard because, like, I feel so lost some days. Because, y'all, try being like 35. About to turn 35. I'm just now getting my health in order, and some days I feel like I'm sliding, and like some days I look at my body and I feel like I'm still like 220. Some days I feel emotionally broken. I feel tired. I feel stressed out. Some days I don't like the way I look. I go try my clothes on and they still fit. Um, I'm having family issues. Some days I don't like me because of the things I've allowed my family and people around me to do to me. And then I still have to try to accept just because you treat people a certain way doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to give you that back. And I just feel like a lot of things that people have done to me, I could never do it to them. And it almost makes me want to start treating people the way they treat me, but I find it really hard to do that. So I just feel some days I feel like a failure 50% of the time because I think like at this point in my life I should have more to show. I don't have anything to show for the last 10 years of my life. And that really bothers me. You know, Yeah, I have the small little cake and cake thing and the catering, but it's nothing sufficient. Yes, I have YouTube, but it's nothing that I can write home about. I love doing YouTube. I love interacting with y'all. I don't know, um, if I didn't have YouTube, I don't think I would know how to get through a lot of the things that I'm going through, because I talk to a lot of y'all, and it really does help me. It helps me to look at things and reflect, and I'm not happy. I can't even hide it no more. Some people think it's good that, oh, you have the choice to stay home, you can do this, and your life is leisurely. It's not. I envy y'all when y'all be like, oh, I gotta get up and go to work, or y'all talk about like y'all jobs. Like, I envy y'all. Like, y'all look at my life. I don't have nothing. Okay, I literally have $60 in my account, and 50 of it is for a job. I have nothing, and it bothers me to say that. Like, at 35, I have nothing but a car and clothes and shoes. I don't own anything. I know, Redbird. I do have y'all support, but I just have to be realistic with myself and look in the mirror and just be like, okay, I have nothing. I don't even know where to start. And it's hard to admit that. And I always tell y'all, like, my life is not perfect. Like, I can't even describe to y'all how broken I feel some days. Like, people take for granted the things that they have. Yes, I look nice and I get clothes, but nothing expensive, you know. But I don't have a career. I don't have nothing. I don't have a savings anymore. I don't have nothing. Nothing of my own. Nothing. And I looked at how hard I worked in my early 20s and up until the point where I got to where I couldn't work. Enough. I had a lot of things to be happy about, and I was. But I have nothing. I have nothing to show for the last 8 years of my life. Mostly 9, but definitely the last 6. And I don't even know where to start. I never would have thought I would be this type of woman that has nothing to show. No kids, no savings, nothing that I own besides a car. That's a 2006. I just could not imagine 10 years ago, 25-year-old me would be in this situation. The way I was moving through life. And I don't even know where to start at. Like, where do you start? How do I even start over? Like, where do I feel like I'm at the lowest point in my life. I feel like I can't get any smaller. I feel like vermin. That's how low I am. Like, I'm beyond the dirt. Okay? That's how I feel. And I'm always there for people. And when I need people the most, I can't count on them. And that is the most disturbing part. I wish I could believe it right now, Redbird, but I'm just being honest. The only thing I have right now that I can be happy about is good health. And I didn't even have that 4 months ago, so I'm happy about that every day. Oh, Jesus. Just trying to warm my body up. I really did not want to come in here tonight. Yeah, I don't know how hard it was to make myself. But I did it. And it's hot in here tonight too. I didn't make it to CrossFit today. By the time it was time to go to yoga, I had a nervous breakdown. So I didn't get anything I set out to do done today. Nothing. This is the only thing that I got done today, is making it here. I wouldn't have to be here if I would have went to yoga and if I went to CrossFit. So I'm thankful that God gave me enough strength to at least make it here, to at least do 30 minutes. Because I literally wanted to fall into a black hole most of the day. I'm not sleeping good at night. I'm not sleeping good. And then I sleep all day. And it's tough. I thought I was at my lowest point before I started the first 10-day water fast. I thought I was like at my lowest point, but I think I was at my lowest point in my health. And but now, since I've been going through this like transition of trying to, be healthy emotionally and mentally and physically and spiritually, it's like it's a lot, because I'm having to look at my whole life, to really like look at myself. And when you really have to stand in the mirror and look at yourself and the things that you've done to yourself and the things that you've allowed people to do to you, and you gotta really address your failures, it's hard. It's probably one of the hardest things you'll ever have to do in your life. And I don't know. Now that I can see them, I don't know how to get past them. And that's the scary part. I feel like today was the bottom of the barrel. Like, I feel like I was scraping the bottom of the barrel today. 20 minutes in. When I hit 25, I start running again. It's rough. I used to think I could handle anything. But some days I don't know. Some days I don't know. Some days I think like I could have spent my whole life not really looking at myself in the mirror and been perfectly okay with who I thought I was. And now I can't go back. And the painful thing is that it's gonna be some things, people, life situations that I'm gonna have to let go. Family, friends, you name it. And that's painful. Parts of myself I cannot justify that I'm gonna have to let go of pieces of me that is not really supposed to be here. And y'all, it's hard. People say you gotta grow, but it really hurts. Growing pains are serious because you really have to look at yourself. And when you really start looking at yourself, not just a physical being, but everything about your life, it'll get to you. Self-reflection and really looking at yourself is hard. Because then you can't go back. If you go back, then you know. If you go back to doing the same things and tolerating the same things, then you know you've doomed yourself once you look at your life. And I can't go back. And that's the scary part. You can't stay. You can't go backwards. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. You want to have faith. But the things that you've had faith in have failed you so miserably. You stuck. And I know people say, well, you got to have faith in God that he'll take care of y'all. Y'all, I'm really trying. With every fiber of my body, every being, faith, the grain of a mustard seed, I'm trying. But y'all, my life has been terrible. And I'm starting to really wonder, for the first time in my life, I'll say the second time in my life, I'm really wondering if he is really there, if God is really listening to me, if he's really seeing me, if he exists, is he really all that he say he is? Because I can't understand like why I go through the things I go through. As good as I am to people, and why have I been so mistreated? And I don't want to be a testimony. I don't want to have to tell my story. I'm tired. I'm tired. And I need some relief. And it's like, they say he always on time. Well, I feel like he been late my whole life. Like, when you gonna show up? Like, people keep saying he show up and show out. Like, when you gonna show up and show out in my life? Because I'm exhausted. Like, how much more faith am I supposed to put into something that I can't see, I can't feel, I can't experience? You know, I'm around people who say they're Christians, who want to live a holy life, and they do some of the most damaging shit to people. And these are supposed to be his people. So they say, you know, what am I believing in? You know, the things that I've experienced in my life. Like, where were you when I was being beaten, mistreated, raped, molested, almost homeless, you know, not being cared for? Like, where were you? Like, where was he? And I'm still dealing with a lot of that stuff. And on top of the things that I go through in my day-to-day life, like, give me a sign. Because, like, I'm on my last leg with this whole religion thing. Because I'm trying to understand, like, you give us free will. And when we do the right things, or we try to do the right things, fucked up stuff happens. And then you see people who do the most horrible things to people. And they just breezing through life. You know? They breezing through. And then you got people out here who really doing and trying to do the best that they can. And they getting fucked every day. I'm trying to understand. And you can't question him because it's wrong. But how can you not question something when shit keeps happening to you? And when you look at your life, you have more sad and traumatic moments than happy and kind moments. Like, where are you? When are you gonna show up? You know? Like, when? Watching my sisters struggle, the things that we've been through. Like, people say, pray. Okay, I prayed. I pray all the time. I fasted. It showed me the ugly truth about myself and my life and the people around me who I think care about me. Okay, so I've done that. Nothing has helped. Be faithful. Be the best person you can be. Treat others well. Feed people. Love them. Be kind. I'm doing everything, and not because I want to be blessed. I'm doing it because I really want to, and I'm still fucking suffering emotionally and mentally. And people keep saying, "Go. What is the church gonna do for me?" Huh? Keep asking myself, like, what is the church going to do for me? What has the church done for me? I can tell you what the church has done for me. Absolutely nothing. Except for call me a bastard. Refuse to bury my mother. You know, mistreat me. Mistreat my sisters. Mistreat my sister's kids. You know, make me feel unwelcome because I don't live the traditional life of how a Christian is supposed to live. That's what the church has shown me. The church has shown me that people can go to church, sit in there on Sundays and Wednesdays, and still come out as immoral, fucked up individuals. Y'all, I need a break. I, I got like that much faith left. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to hold on to that. Because I'm truly at my lowest point. And this 30-day challenge was supposed to be fun. It was supposed to be easy. It was supposed to be encouraging. But I swear to y'all, everything that I can think of that could drag me down emotionally has happened in these 19 days. And we got 10 more days to go. And I'm trying to figure out how am I going to make it through these next 10 days. And it's rough. Yes, freedom. Hello. I'm just at a loss. Yes, I ate. It's 11:43. I've been on the treadmill for 33 minutes. I'm going to do 35. Right now I'm at an incline of 4. Go home tonight, take a shower, go to sleep. And try to get my mind in the right space so that I can try to prepare myself for the next move and try to get back on track with my exercise classes and to start looking for more books on physical fitness and muscle training and yoga and stuff because I really I really um, gonna do the personal training and nutrition thing. So I'm trying to give it myself to, after this week, I'm just gonna have to push through and phase everything out so that I can start focusing on that, because that's really the only thing I really have to look forward to, and just try to keep the workout space and studying and trying to save the money for that in a positive place, because really right now that's all I have to focus on that I feel like it's going to keep me sane. Right now I'm at the point where I'm not in the gym to really change my body. I know that that will happen, but I'm trying to use the gym and the exercising to relieve stress. That's where I'm at with that, to take out my stress and my frustration. And reading and learning more about what I want to do, hopefully to strengthen my mind, because y'all, people will never understand until they sitting in your shoes. I've been on here 37 minutes. I might as well go to 40. So it looks like we made it, but barely tonight. I hope that nobody was disappointed that I didn't get a chance to come on earlier. But I made it. I'm going to try to push through the next 10 days no matter what is going on. That's all I can do. Thank you, Rose. I'm trying. We got 40 seconds left. Let me start taking the incline down. Yes, I'm from Mobile. Your mom is from Mobile? What part of Mobile? You spent your summers there. Mobile is a beautiful place in the summer, especially with all the hydrangea bushes and the azalea bushes and the Spanish moss and the oak trees. It's very pretty, even the ugly parts. Did they ever take you to the peanut shop downtown when you were a little girl? On Dolphin Street? No, just to the beach. Dolphin Island or Gulf Shores or Fairhope? I like Dolphin Island. We used to skip school and go down to Dolphin Island. I hate going across that bridge though. I always think of those babies that man threw over the bridge because he wanted to get back at his wife because she didn't want to be with him no more. I used to enjoy going across the bridge to Dolphin Island. That bridge is pretty sketchy, but after those babies was thrown off that bridge, it really bothered me. I would love to build a house down on the island. I'm glad that they haven't let people come in and do a lot of. Yeah, it was about 10 years ago. This man, he kidnapped his children from his wife. It was on national news. He told the people that the children was taken to the airport, but it turns out he threw them off the Dolphin Island Bridge and killed them. It took them a long time to find their bodies, but they found out 3 of them. But yeah. That was crazy. But I love the island. Mm. They do have good blackberries down there, don't they? Did you ever go to the boathouse, to the yacht club, and eat? You know they have the Sea Lab down there. The Sea Lab down on Dolphin Island, and then they got a little school that's right on the beach. It's an elementary school. I don't know if the school is still there. You still have a lot of people who live down there year round. Okay. It's beautiful though. It's like the perfect, like, when I think of Dolphin Island, I think of like, because it's literally an island. I think that like when you see those movies on like Hallmark channels about those little towns, I think of like, that's when I think about Dolphin Island. But it always gets torn up so bad during the storm. Okay. It's beautiful down there though. It's just very scary during storm season, I guess. What people don't realize is that Dolphin Island sits right at the opening of the bay. So it catches the brunt of the storm when hurricanes come in. Yes, it's very scary. Most people leave the island because the water comes all the way up. But it's beautiful. It's just not very much down on the island. Two-lane road going in, two-lane road going out. So in the morning, I got counseling. Thank you, bro. You have a good night too. I got counseling in the morning. I got 24 um, candy apples to make tomorrow. I'm gonna do them all different. I think I'm gonna do 6 different ones. I mean 4. 4 kinds of candy apples. Maybe 6, I don't know. so they can all look different. And then I gotta take them down to Mobile Saturday morning. Face still breaking out a little bit. I really think it's them fries and the sodas from McDonald's. I'm trying to leave them alone. After these next 10 days, the first week in October, I'm definitely going on a water fast to get everything out of my body that don't need to be in it. Right now, I'm just trying to focus on eating a lot of high fiber food and eating a lot of raw foods. To be honest, I don't really want to go home. If I hadn't made a commitment to do these candy apples, I probably wouldn't even go home. To be honest. Well, I made it, got like 40 minutes done. I just wish I could get like control of how I'm feeling. I feel bad because my little cousin, her birthday, she turned 21. She hadn't done anything to me. It's not her. But I really just don't want to be around my family right now. And I think I'm just going to take the candy apples down and just turn around and come back home. After I drop them off. It's nothing personal, but with the way I'm feeling, I feel like I might say something to somebody. And it might not necessarily be the nicest thing to say. Yeah. That's how I'm feeling. Well, in 1 minute we will be at 20 days. I mean, we got 10 more days to go. So, just waiting on my heart rate to come down. Because it's still kind of, it's at 104. My resting heart rate usually is about, if I'm having a good day with no anxiety or anything, my resting heart rate, since I've gotten a better cardio condition, is usually about 64, between 64 and 68. Before I started working out, my resting heart rate used to be around 92, 90. It used to be really high. So that's how I know I'm in better cardio shape. It's coming down. I think I'm going to put my dreads back in too. Probably tomorrow. I think so. I think I'm going to go home and wash my hair and braid it up and probably put my dreads back in and just hold on to them. I don't really think I'm going to celebrate my birthday this month. Going in October. I'm happy to be alive, but I'll save that celebration for next year when I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. Because I know I can't go on living like this. And I know that I can't give up and just die and lay down. I feel like I expect more of myself. And some people say that I've been too hard on myself, but the reason I don't feel like I've been too hard on myself, I feel like I have not done the things that I know I should do. And I've put everybody first. And I've made sure everybody else is okay and everybody else's feelings was okay and everybody else was secure and had what they needed. And I neglected myself. So my first thing, most important thing I am going to do is to make sure that I can get my body where it needed to be and start reading and doing research and go ahead and get my physical training license. That's my goal for the rest to work on the rest of 2019 and to have completed by mid 2020. So I'm going to start saving the money. I'm suspecting that to get the certifications that I need, it's going to come to around $1,000. So this month from YouTube, half of whatever I make, I'm going to put into a savings account. I'm going to go find me a bank and open a savings account. I'm not going to get a debit card or anything. And I'm going to start putting the money in there for that. So, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway, y'all, I know it's late. I know some of y'all probably got to get up at 6. Depending on where y'all are in the world. Oh, look at that tummy. That's Respucia. Depending on where y'all are. I love y'all. And, yeah, I think I clocked out on myself. I think it's time to let everybody else let them do for themselves. You know? And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I'm one of those people, and that's how I've been able to survive, and I know some people are not gonna agree with that. I've always planned for the worst. And I've always hoped and prayed for the best. And when good things happen, I'm very grateful. I'm so happy. But if things don't work out, I'm always prepared in case. And I know a lot of people think that that's crazy. You shouldn't live like that. But that's the only way I know how to survive. That's the only way I've known how to take care of myself. And I have done that for other people. And in this situation, I have not necessarily done it for myself. And I feel like I set myself up for failure. Taking care of everybody, planning for if something goes wrong with them, that it can be taken care of, and not planning for myself. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I love y'all. Have a good night. It's day 20. I guess I'll be back on in about 8-10 hours. I am. I have to really look in the mirror sometimes and tell myself, your granddaddy didn't raise no bitch. He told you it was going to be tough. He told me it was going to be tough and people were not going to understand. Because he couldn't understand why they couldn't understand me then. And he said, you're going to have some hard days. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to be there for you. And he already knew what I was facing, I feel like, in life. before he closed his eyes, because he saw like how people treated me before he was gone. And I think the only thing that keeps me going is that the kids, and that I would hate to disappoint him. Even though he's not here, he always had a lot of faith in me when everybody else didn't. Like, even when I didn't have faith in myself. And he always kept me going. And even now, just the amount of love my grandfather had for me is what keeps me from going over the edge. Because I feel like truly he's the only person in this life who ever understood me. And that's what keeps me from clocking out, or doing something to somebody that could really hurt them, because I always want him to be proud of me. And I feel like I've done a lot of things for other people. And I think I've done my part. You know, people always ask me, well, why is it like that? And to be honest with y'all, 2 days before my mom died, we talked, and she said, you gotta take care of your sisters. And I made a promise to her on her deathbed that I would take care of my sisters and I would do as much as I could for them. But I didn't understand at that time the gravity of what that meant. And I've done that. Even when my sisters haven't been the best towards me and I haven't been the best towards them, I've always been there to take care of them and to try to help them. And in some aspects, I kind of didn't do the things I did for myself because I was always waiting to sit in the background to see when they needed me. And I don't regret it, because I look at my sisters now and they have more than what I have, to be honest, y'all. My sisters have more than what I have. And that gives me great peace and joy that I have made some sacrifices for them. But I feel like at this point in my life, I don't have to keep that promise anymore. Like, I feel like I can let it go. And I don't feel bad about it. So, I've been trying to keep a promise since the age of 12. And it's exhausting. And then my granddaddy got sick. And he made me say, he made sure, take care of your sisters, because they're going to need you. But I don't think people thought about, like, who I was going to lean on. Like, oh, if I would need anybody. I guess they kind of figured that I could take care of myself and I can handle things. When really, I needed somebody too. Y'all have a good night.